Okay, we're just under 2 months away from the dreaded tax day deadline, so we're taking a few minutes of this morning to hopefully make sense of all that paperwork so you can stay ahead of the game. And joining us this icy Monday morning is Jennifer Jenkins from the IRS, up bright and early. Thanks so much for waking up with us. We appreciate it. It's a little rough out there, but that's all right. Well, this will be a good day to maybe stay inside and do your taxes. You never know. I want to start with a quick reminder. This year, the tax return filing deadline, it's April 18th instead of 15th. Why is that this year?
Well, that happens every so many years. Either April 15th falls on a weekend. In this case, April 15th is the observation day of Emancipation Day in the District of Columbia. So even though that's only observed in D.C., the rest of the country enjoys an extra 3 days to file their taxes.
Okay. Now, what about why were some taxpayers told they would need to wait until, is it February 14th to file?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you remember, the tax code was passed later than some years, so the IRS needed extra time to reprogram its processing system. So the green light is on now. Anyone who had previously been told they'd need to wait until February 14th now can go ahead and file. That would be Schedule A itemizers, those who are claiming the higher education tuition and fees deduction, and those who are claiming the educator's expense deduction as well. So green light is on. Everyone can now go ahead and
there you go.
file.
Ready to go. Yeah. Now, what is a lot of us know what e-file is, but it is growing hugely year after year. How many Ohioans, Americans used it last year?
Well, about 71% nationwide. Wow. And Ohio as well. So in Ohio, we're looking at receiving about 5.4 million or so individual tax returns. That's the 1040A easy and 1040 variant. And we would guesstimate about 3.9 million are e-filing here in Ohio.
That big line at the post office has sort of gone away over the years, hasn't it?
It's definitely the wave of the future, and I tell you, there are a lot of advantages to e-filing because number one, it helps reduce some of the standard errors, like just general math errors. It helps people pick out which deductions and credits they're eligible for without having to go through lengthy books to look those up themselves, and it speeds up the processing time. Well,
we've only got about 30 seconds here. I want to get to this real quick. When should you receive your W-2, and what if you don't get it? What are some of the steps you need to take?
Well, employers had until the end of January to start distributing their W-2. So if someone hasn't received it by now, it's a good idea to call the employer first to check and see. Maybe it got lost in the mail, maybe there was some other snafu. If that doesn't work out, then the taxpayer can call the IRS, and the number is 1-800 Tax 1040, 1-800-829-1040 to alert the IRS, and the IRS will help get that taken care of.
Well, I've got more questions. I'm sure other people do too. So what we're going to do is set you down for a web chat. Will you do that for us?
I will.
Excellent. Jennifer Jenkins, I've never met anybody from the IRS. You seem nice enough to me. You might have guessed.